Hey guys, so before we get into today's episode, I want to take time out to give credit where credit is due. I want to give props to the program that helped me get where I am today. There would not be a tech job Tina here talking to you about how she went from being an SDR to an AE in 8 months without this program. That program is CourseCareers. It's a self-paced, affordable course that you can take to help you get into an entry-level tech role. Now, I took tech sales and I never looked back. But hey, maybe tech sales is not for you. That's okay. They got other entry-level tech roles that you can choose from, all at a very affordable price. And I'll even help you make it even more affordable by giving you my discount code link so you can take an additional $50 off of any course that they offer. And they also have payment plans available. So for those of you on the fence looking for a way to break into tech, I am a walking, breathing testimony that it works. So get off that fence and go get your tech job. Peace. What's going on, guys? It's your girl Tech Job Tina signing in for another episode. Today is that time of the week, y'all. We're back at it again, seeing who is hiring. In honor of September Surge, I want to make sure I bring these jobs to you every week, okay? So if you've never seen a who's hiring before, this is what we typically look for, okay? So, or if you've never been to my channel before, a little bit about me. Tech Job Tina, the channel started because I wanted a way to document my break into tech journey. I chose to break into tech sales because it was the fastest way to get into tech. It didn't require anything super technical, and I was able to break in fairly quickly from the time I finished my tech sales boot camp. I did CourseCareers because it was affordable. I was too broke to do anything else. Careerist at the time, it sounded great. You know, sales engineering, it sounded great. But that course was like thousands of dollars. So I was like, well, how can I break in quickly on a budget, right? So that's how I ended up. I chose CourseCareers. It was like $450. I used, I think I used Cyrus's code to get in. And once I started, I said, look, I need to be done with this course and enroll in 30 days. And that is what I did. I set my mind to it and I did it. I put myself on a study schedule. I put myself on a schedule when it came time to interview. I practiced my interviews over and over again. I did everything I needed to do to break in. And so the same thing is for you guys, right? You're going to have to put in a massive amount of action to break in. Now, I broke in summer of 2023. The market is even tougher now than when I broke in, right? So it's not going to come easy, right? But is it going to be worth it? Totally. You're going to land your very first role. You're going to make some pretty good money. And then you're going to be in a position to where now you can pivot into whatever else it is that you want to do when you promote out of that entry-level role. Now, let's kind of game plan this a little bit, right? Maybe you haven't broken into your role yet. Maybe you have just broken into your role. Now, if the role that you broke into is not where you want to be a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, you need to take advantage of the fact that you are in tech right now, probably making pretty decent money. You need to go ahead and start setting yourself up for the role that you want to go into. So whatever learning you have to do, whether you're going back to school, whether you're taking a boot camp in that, whatever networking associations you need to be a part of that align with that, whatever books you need to be reading, podcasts you need to be listening to, whatever it is, you need to be doing it now. Don't wait until the last minute and then decide, oh, okay, I think I want to pivot into this. And then all of a sudden you're trying to do all these things, right? The minute you get your foot in the door with your role, as soon as you become acclimated enough in that role to where you pretty much can do it without thought, now you have the mind space. You got the real estate in your brain that's freed up. Now you need to dedicate that time to studying whatever that is you want to go into. So for example, say you broke into a tech sales role as an SDR, BDR. You've gone past your 90 days, you're good, right? So now the whole acclimating to a new role and learning a new role, all of that stuff, you're acclimated. So it's no longer in your headspace anymore. You have freed up real estate. You can go think about something else, right? So say your end goal is that you would really like to be a cybersecurity engineer, right? Just for an example. Now that you're acclimated in that tech sales role, you need to go ahead and start laying the groundwork so that you can move into a cybersecurity engineer role. So what does that mean? Maybe the company that you're at has a cybersecurity department where you can make that happen, right? Go ahead and start planning for that, starting to get to know, well, who are the people in our cybersecurity department, right? And at the same time, maybe you're going back to school. Maybe you're taking a boot camp. Maybe you're reading books. Whatever it is, you need to start doing it right now so that when a year down the road or 2 years down the road, you've done everything you need to do. And it's a smooth transition because you've done the networking. You've educated yourself. You put yourself in the right rooms. You've networked with the right people, right? So don't wait until the last minute. This is really a game of strategy, right? And whether you like it or not, that's how the game is played. Okay. But I just kind of wanted to put that out there for you. This tech career thing and trying to be in here long term and trying to grow in tech and scale your career, it is a game of strategy and you have to really work at it every day. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. So I got these tech sales roles. They're entry-level roles. Entry-level is anywhere from 1 to 3 years. Doesn't mean you have to work in that role for 1 to 3 years. It just means you need to have transferable skills. 1 to 3 years of transferable experience, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I got about 10 or so jobs. Let's start with the first one. Use a company called House Call. I've actually talked about them before on who's hiring, but this time they're actually hiring again. And this time they're looking for a customer support representative. Now, why do I have this role in here? I'm all about roles that will get your foot in the door into the tech industry. So if that's an SDR role, a BDR role, a customer success role, account manager role, a customer support role, customer service role, as long as it's at a tech company, it's all about getting your foot in the door and getting that entry-level role so that once you get in, you're in and you can shake and move around from there, okay? So House Call, looking for a customer support representative. It doesn't say exactly what they're paying here. I see Well-Found has their own estimate on here, so you're going to have to do your due diligence to find out what it is, because what I found, the Well-Found estimates are not always that accurate, okay? So let me see here. All right, so this is a fully remote role. Every role we're going to be looking at is fully remote. House Call says they have locations in Denver, San Diego, and San Francisco. And their company size is 500 to 1,000 people. So they are a sizable company, even though they're still calling themselves a startup. Looks like they probably had like tremendous growth, right? So here we are. So it says, why House Call Pro? Help us build solutions that build better lives. At House Call Pro, we show up to work every day to make a difference for real people. The home service professionals that support America's 100 million homes. It says we're all about the pro and dedicate our days to helping them streamline operations, scale their businesses, and ultimately save time so they can be with their families and live well. We care deeply about our customers and foster a culture where our company, employees, and pros grow and succeed together. Leadership is as focused on growing team members' careers as they expect their teams to be on creating solutions for pros. So this is what they offer. It says they have a generous benefits program that supports the whole you with medical, dental, vision, life, disability, and 401k. Paid holidays, take it as you need it, paid time off, so it's unlimited PTO there. Monthly tech reimbursements, a culture built on innovation that values big ideas no matter where they come from. So this is an overview of the role. It says that a specialist customer support, you are a problem solver our users rely on. You are patient and use active listening skills to address our service professionals' concerns with care. You are comfortable on the phone and are effective in finding the information to identify the root cause of concern. Your dedication to providing top-notch service and finding solutions makes you an essential part of our customer support team. Our team is passionate, empathetic, hardworking, and above all else, focused on improving the lives of our pros. Our success is their success. So then they get into a little bit about what you do each day. It says you'll act as a primary point of contact with our customers. You'll manage and prioritize our support channels with speed and accuracy. You'll quickly identify and escalate pros to applicable resolutions. You'll, prompt attention to detail to resolve pro issues with limited information. Troubleshoot issues and provide assistance to a broad base of customers. Recommend improvements to pros, current workflows, and provide relevant knowledge of how the software works. Provide pros with best practices on how to more efficiently run their business and suggest creative solutions or workarounds when possible to resolve a pro's need. There are the qualifications. All right, so qualifications, they're saying they want you to have 1 year experience in full-time customer support, account management, or sales, right? So those of you working in customer service, this is you right here. 1 year's experience in live chat support, high school diploma or equivalent, bachelor's degree is a plus. experience in developing relationships with new customers. What will help you succeed? Excellent English, reading, writing, and verbal communication, hardworking and reliable, bilingual is a plus, flexibility to periodically work on weekends or on weekdays before 8 a.m. or after 5 p.m., professional attitude and demeanor when interacting with others. Professional attitude and demeanor when interacting with others. It says, founded in 2013, House Call Pro helps home service professionals streamline every aspect of their business with easy-to-use tools for scheduling, dispatching, payments, and more. House Call Pro enables pros to save time, grow profitability, and provide best-in-class service. House Call Pro's brand portfolio includes Conquer, which is a business coaching solution for home service businesses. Our brands are united by a singular mission to champion our pros to success. So you guys out there, maybe you don't work in customer service. Maybe you're a contractor and you tired of breaking your back every day, doing whatever you do, whether you're a painter, whether you're a roofer, whether you're a tile guy, whatever it is. Maybe you're like, you know what? It'd be really nice to just be able to be at home and work from my laptop every day and not have to come out here and be in these elements, this hot sun. You can use your experience being a contractor, apply for this job. You'll be talking to contractors, right? Something you know all about, right? And you can save your back, right? You ain't got to be breaking your back and hurting your knees and all this stuff right here, because now you're at home talking to contractors every day. Definitely a nice change of pace from what you were doing, right? So customer service, if you got that in your background, if you're a contractor, this role would be perfect for you. Okay, so let's keep reading through what we have right here. All right, it says they support more than 25,000 businesses and have over 1,000 ambitious, mission-driven, generally fun-loving employees across the United States and all over the world. It says if you want to do work that impacts real people, supported by a team that will invest in your every step of the way, we'd love to hear from you. House Call Pro celebrates diversity, and we are committed to creating an inclusive environment. We are an equal opportunity employer and do not discriminate on the basis of gender, race, religion, national origin, ethnicity, disability, gender, identity expression, sexual orientation, veteran or military status, or any other category protected in the law. That was a lot to say. All right. So let me see here. Location dependent information. So they got the money buried in here. So expected compensation range for this role is $18 to $21.60 an hour, y'all. Now I know what you're thinking. The pay is not all that, right? But if you already in a role where you driving to work every day and you make $18 to $20 an hour, save yourself the hassle of the traffic, save yourself the hassle of the gas, apply for this role, and now you can get up in the morning, log into your laptop, and just do this job instead, right? And you are breaking into the tech space with this role, right? So look at it like that. Now, if you're somebody that makes a lot more than this, maybe you're not in tech, but maybe you're making a lot more than this, and this will really put you on the struggle bus, then don't apply for this role, right? You guys that, want to break in, you know what your situation is. If this will get you where you need to go with it. If not, leave it where it's at, right? All right, so let's go. So let's see. Includes base and potential performance bonus. The specific hourly rate for the successful candidate will be determined based on permissible non-discriminatory factors such as skills, experience, and geographic location. This role is also eligible to participate in House Call Pros benefits such as healthcare insurance, employee assistance program, 401k, flexible time off, tech reimbursement, and other company benefits. All right. Let's see here. And you can work from anywhere in the U.S. fully remote. All right. So yeah, I'll make sure you guys get that role. It's a customer support role at House Call Pro, which is a tech company. It's basically, I guess you could say, is a contractor tech, I guess you could say. So I'll make sure you guys get that link, and let's keep it moving to the next one. All right, so the next job is a company called Feathery. It says they collect and activate any unstructured data. They only have 11 to 50 employees, so they're still really small. Now, well-known is really well-known for having jobs at startups. So if you're someone that wants to break into the industry by going with a startup, this is a great site for you to go to. So Feathery is looking for an SDR. They do have the pay on here. It says 40 to 100K on here. So we'll see if we can unpack that a little bit more. They're hiring remotely in Canada and the United States right here. So let's see what we have. So it says Feathery enables companies to automate data intake workflows with the leading form and document AI suite. So automatically that tells you that there's going to be some artificial intelligence behind the technology that they sell, right? So let's see here. It says our customers automate use cases ranging from loan origination to client onboarding and insurance writing. Feathery is the only platform that allows business users to build data-centric user journeys with all-in-one system of tools. About the role, it says Feathery has been growing quickly and we've been taking on more and larger customers. We're seeking a motivated sales development representative with an entrepreneurial and building spirit to join our founding sales team. So you're going to be one of the founding SDRs here at this startup, right? It says you'll be instrumental in helping define our sales motion, meaningfully shape our future product, and drive business revenue, all while having a blast doing it. So it's beyond your work. You'll gain leadership responsibilities early on as we grow the team and close customers. You'll be involved in selling the product, the team, and the entire company. So then it talks about what you'll do. This is all standard stuff for an SDR, prospect, develop new potential accounts, experiment with different audiences, reach out to prospects via email, LinkedIn, and phone. It says hold face-to-face Zoom meetings with prospective customers. Now that's different. So in a typical SDR role, you normally don't have to do face-to-face with a customer. That's usually the account executives are, face-to-face with the clients when they're conducting their sales presentations. The account managers are also the same when they're working with their book of customers. And even the customer success teams going to have some Zoom in there because they're onboarding customers and things like that. But as an SDR, you usually don't have to ever get face-to-face with the prospects that you're calling. You're just calling them, emailing them, and in some cases, depending on your company, you're sending text messages. You typically don't have to ever worry about Zoom, which is why a lot of times you'll see SDRs that work from home and they might be dressed and totally busted in a hoodie and a cap because they don't have to look at anybody, right? So here they say that they do have face-to-face Zoom meetings with prospective customers. Not a bad thing, just pointing out that it's not the norm, okay? So it says you'll help build playbooks and define their sales motion. You'll have ownership over pipeline generation. See here, organize and take thorough notes. Yeah, so everything else in here is just pretty normal SDR tasks outside of the face-to-face Zoom. And so that'd be worth a conversation during your interview to kind of just confirm, okay, what that means if you want to even bother. So it says skills you'll need to bring. Just scanning through. I see a lot of soft skill stuff in here. I can't stress enough. Soft skills are really important. And you'd be amazed at how many people do not have soft skills. Like I literally was like in a meeting with some people like last week. And there are a lot of people in that meeting that had like no soft skills whatsoever, right? So if you don't have soft skills, you know who you are. Just work on it. It's just a matter of just, conversating with people and being courteous to people and, and all the simple things that we pretty much kind of take for granted, right? Just, you really want to work on that because that matters. And that really has a lot to do with your likability when you go into these interviews, when you work at these companies, right? Nobody wants to work with people they don't like, right? So especially if you're not likable and your managers don't like you, how long do you think you're going to be around, right? So that's definitely an important skill to have. Having soft skills will get you even further than having hard skills, right? Because you can teach hard skills, right? You cannot really teach soft skills. It's up to you to nurture that, right? Nobody can teach it to you. You got to take it upon yourself to work on it. So just kind of wanted to put that out there. And also said they want you to have a track record of high achievement, a builder mentality, positive attitude, strong grit, passion for customers. Let's see, love getting to know new people. You're energized to be a part of the building phase for the revenue team. and you can put yourself in other shoes and see situations from perspectives other than your own, right? And then down here, you got the CEO, Peter Dunn here, people you work with for the role here. So you can reach out and touch them. They're still kind of in startup mode. If you want to reach out and touch the CEO, maybe through LinkedIn message, maybe find his information on Apollo IO, reach out to him and try to get to the top of that application stack, you could definitely do that. All right. So make sure that you have that. And let's go to the next one. The next role, which is role number 3, is a company called Audible. It says they make hearing health easy, affordable, and accessible. They have 51 to 200 employees, and they're actively hiring, they said, right? So right here, it says 60 to 70K. So let's see what we got here. It says Audible is a health tech company based in New York City. We are changing the hearing aid industry with a leading telehealth solution that streamlines the hearing care experience from user testing to product delivery, both for consumers and providers. It says we are highly mission driven and have reconnected, transformed, and empowered tens of thousands of lives to date. Who we are. It says Audible is a disruptive consumer health startup based in New York City. We're changing the We're changing the hearing aid industry with our first end-to-end online hearing aid solution. From testing to product delivery, we are highly mission-driven and have reconnected, transformed, and empowered tens of thousands of lives. So then they talk about the role here. You'll be this role will be responsible for prospecting and closing relationships with managed care organizations. So let's see here. The role is perfect for an energetic, empathetic self-starter with 3+ years of B2B sales. So let's kind of unpack this a little bit because it says BDR, but they kind of made some references to closing. So this is where you kind of really got to look at the job descriptions and see, okay, is this a BDR role or is this really this role, right? And so I'm looking now to see, okay, is this really an account executive role and they're just calling it a BDR? So let's check. So I'm going to scroll through here really quickly. The position is ideal for someone who generally enjoys interacting with people, is comfortable with sales targets, and wants to play a vital role in the growth of a New York City startup. This is a great opportunity for someone ready to quickly develop into a full cycle account executive. All right. So could be a job description error, right? Because right, that last sentence said this is a good role for somebody that wants to develop into a full cycle account executive. Like that would be the next role you would be getting ready for, right? So let's see what we got. Responsibility says build a book of business from the ground up, network extensively in the healthcare benefit space, prospect health benefit providers, own the full lead cycle from prospecting to closing contracts with new partners. So this is where it gets confusing. It's like, okay, am I an account executive or am I a BDR? Because when you start talking about, okay, fine, own the full lead cycle, that's fine for a BDR because that's your job, is to pull in leads, right? But then here where it says that next part from prospecting to closing contracts, the closing contracts part is what makes it confusing because that's an account executive function. Right? It says manage your pipeline in our CRM system. They use Salesforce. So note that attend conferences to meet people, learn new verticals, and start B2B conversations. I really cannot read today. I just said conversations. All right. And it says effectively communicate our unique offering and mission at Audible. So this is what they're looking for. Must have 1 to 2 years of experience selling into health plans, payers, healthcare, health insurance, medical devices, benefits industry. 3+ years of experience in B2B sales or business development. This is where you guys got to lean into your transferable skills here, right? Interested in taking on leadership opportunities, a hardworking individual that goes the extra mile, experience working towards revenue targets and metrics. So the pay is a $60,000 to $70,000 base pay plus commission. All right. And they talk about business. Looks like they got some unlimited PTO in here, additional perks and things like that. So yeah, so definitely if you are interested in this job, definitely apply. Try to get you some clarity on exactly what you're going to be doing. I think maybe they just messed up in the job description. It seems like it is a BDR role, and they're going to be preparing you to run a full cycle account executive role. So I'm thinking that in your BDR role, they're trying to get you ready for full cycle by giving you full cycle duties, which is not a bad thing. I think that's absolutely great. I think it is really important that For SDR, BDRs that are clear that they want to go into an account executive role, it is really important that you start prepping them while they're in the SDR, BDR role, because there's a lot of things you have to do in the AE side to, and like if you're not exposed to those things early on, it can really hamper your career. So if they're going ahead and teaching you like full cycle skills while you're a BDR, I think that's going to be a plus. So if this is something you're interested in, I'll make sure you get the link. $60,000 to $70,000 base pay plus commission. That's some solid money right there. Let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one is a company called SaaS Academy. They only have 11 to 50 employees, so they're still really small, and they're actively hiring. They're looking for an SDR. Says right here the pay is $88,000, so that's good. We'll unpack that, see if that's OTE or whatever that is. But they're hiring remotely in Canada and the US. So let's see here. So compensation, here we go. It's an $88,000 OTE with a $60,000 base plus uncapped commission. They got unlimited PTO, fully remote, generous benefits, right? It says, before you join the SaaS Academy team, how to crush your application to SaaS Academy. Check out our culture code. So they got some links you can kind of go in and kind of poke around and get some more information. But it says SaaS Academy team is on a mission to help software as a service companies grow to new heights through world-class coaching and training. This is our CEO, Johnny Page, is a seasoned B2B SaaS executive who has led companies to remarkable success, notably growing SilverTrack from 30K MRR to 225 MRR and orchestrating its acquisition for 7.8 times ARR. He now dedicates his expertise to helping ambitious B2B SaaS founders achieve their perfect exit. The role, it says SaaS Academy is seeking a dynamic and driven individual to join our team as a SDR. This is not your typical SDR position. They said they're looking for someone who is in the top 1%, demonstrating exceptional outbound business development skills and a commitment to exceeding expectations. As an SDR, you will play a crucial role in driving growth by sourcing qualified growth sessions for our account executive team. Your primary objective will be to schedule these sessions, engage with potential clients, and effectively address objections while exceeding outbound call activity expectations. Here are the primary responsibilities for SDR, included but not limited to. So let's see what they're talking about. All right, so in their list of responsibilities and success metrics, they got number one, outperform outbound call expectations. They say within 2 weeks, you will consistently exceed 100 outbound dials a day. Y'all, they're not playing with y'all. They said after 2 weeks. They ain't said nothing about no ramp up. They ain't said nothing about after no 90 days. They said after 2 weeks, now I need you to be making them 100 calls now after 2 weeks. That's what they said, right? All right. Success will be measured by your ability to maintain a strong phone presence, efficiently manage warm leads in our CRM, and demonstrate a proven track record of success in outbound sales within a fast-paced, goal-oriented environment. Number two, source qualified growth sessions. It says within 1 month, you will set a minimum of 10 growth sessions with the ongoing expectation of setting 3 per day by month 2. Success in this area will be determined by the number of growth sessions sourced. So that's what they're calling their meetings, right? They're calling their qualified meetings, they're calling them growth sessions, okay? It says the number of growth sessions sourced, as well as the qualified show rate on these sessions. Additionally, your ability to effectively communicate with potential clients, understand their needs, handle objections, and accurately report sales pipeline data in HubSpot will be critical metrics. So they use HubSpot as their CRM, so catch that. 3, collaborate in a high-performing sales team. As an SDR, you will consistently display a growth mindset and actively seek feedback to improve performance. Success will be measured by your engagement in one-on-one and team meetings, sharing successful strategies and tactics, attending coaching sessions, and collaborating cross-functionally with other departments such as customer success and marketing. Your contributions will directly impact the close rate and sales velocity of our business, right? So when you come up in there, it's like, look, we need you to really, get with it like quickly, right? You're gonna get in there and hit the ground running, which is not a bad thing, right? Because when you start, you wanna start showing signs of success early. So ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So now they talk about experience and qualifications required. They want you to have 6+ months of inbound or outbound B2B sales development experience. They want you to have 6 months of experience with high volume cold calling. They say $100+ a day. And they said applicants must reside in the US or Canada, have exceptional verbal communication skills, proficiency, and competence in working with CRM systems. So this is a great entry-level role, right? They're not asking for anything ridiculous, right? 6 months of inbound, outbound sales development experience. I've told you several times how to get that. You can sign up for Glencoco and start calling for free. You sign up for Glencoco, you don't got to do no interview. You just got to fill out the 1099, do what they call an audition for the campaign you want to call for, which is basically they give you the script, you deliver the script. You just do everything they told you that you need to do within the script. And in most cases, they'll approve you. And then you can start calling on those leads. That'll get you some experience, right? Got the 6 months of experience with high volume cold calling. Glencoco takes care of that too, right? Or if you got a role that, is really call heavy, you can use that transferable skill here, right? Other than that, it's soft skills, verbal communication, right? Then also, they want you to have some confidence in working with CRM systems. HubSpot CRM, they have a free version. You can go in there and play around with it and speak to it in your interview. I believe Salesforce still has a free version as well. You can go in there and play around with those. Honestly, the CRMs is not really that difficult. It's just knowing what information to put in there for the most part. But once you see it and you've been in it for a week, you good. It's not really that hard to learn the CRM. All right. So those are required. So then let's get into the preferred stuff, right? So experience in a startup SaaS company, experience working with a team across multiple disciplines, strong interpersonal and relationship skills, familiarity with a tech stack, which is HubSpot, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Zoom, Google Workspace, Salesloft, and Gong, right? So if you can't get free access to all these tools, just go on the website for the tool, read up on it, maybe go to YouTube, watch a few demos, just get an understanding of what these tools do, okay? So let's see what else we got. Let's see here. Benefits, all right? $60,000 base, uncapped commission, unlimited PTO. You got your retirement benefits, development training. And let's see. Oh, then they got a link here. Let's see. It talks about their hiring session. It talks about their hiring process. Let me click on that because I'm kind of curious to see what it is. All right, so this is their website right here. Got their core values in here. Flexible hours. So they give you $1,000 annual wellness and productivity stipend. All right, so step 1 is the application review. They said this is the opportunity to show us how your background fits into what we're looking for in a new hire. You'll provide a resume to showcase what you've done elsewhere. And it says, please note a 1-minute video is required for consideration. It says, see how to crush your application to SaaS Academy, right? So you click that link and it gives you some guidance on the 1-minute video. It says step 2, 15-minute initial chat. It says you'll have a 15-minute call to discuss a high-level overview of your experience and if you'll be a good match to join the team. It says we'll cover expectations, what you'll need to succeed, and what working on the team might look like. That's step 2, right? Then step 3 is strength test. It says you'll then be sent 2 complete tests from the predictive index, which should only take about 20 minutes. The first test is for gauging how you interact and do work. And the second test is to find out your learning preference. So I'm guessing that's some type of test. It's just you and maybe a series of questions where they're trying to give you some type of PI score or whatever. I hate these kinds of tests, man. I do. I'm not a fan of them because if you're not really good with those, then it can get really skewed. And that might not have any representation of who you are as a candidate. So I really don't care for these. I just prefer interviews like, can we just talk? right? Yeah, so we can have a conversation. I can show you how my transferable skills and my past experience tie into what you need. And at the end of the day, we're both trying to figure out, okay, do we even like each other? I'm trying to figure out, okay, is this culture going to be a fit for me? You're trying to figure out if I'm going to be a fit for your culture, right? We got all of those things. So then we just focus there. And when they add all these extra, quizzes, oh, I'm going to give you homework and all this, that's when it gets to be a bit much, right? But that's just my 2 cents. All right, so step 4, it's a 30-minute phone call. All right. After this step, you'll have a conversation with your future direct manager to get to know each other and discuss the ideal test project to get the ball rolling, right? Step 5, the test project. We at step 5, y'all. We're not done yet. The test project. This is your paid opportunity. At least they paying for the project. At least they paying. That's the first time I heard that, because usually they give you a project and don't pay you nothing. It's like, you want this job, right? You want this job. I guess you better get that project done. That's usually the sentiment, right? But they said now paid opportunity. All right, see what they talking about. It says this is your paid opportunity to work with us as if you're already a member of our team. It's important. It's just as important for us to see what it's like to work with you as it is for you to see what it's like to work with us. Give the test project your best shot, and if things go well, we'll make you an offer, right? All right, so step 6, final call with the CEO. So step 6, final call with the CEO. It says you'll have a conversation with Johnny Page. All right, so let me see here. Step 7, offer. Step 7 is the offer. So now we had 7 steps. So before I read the 7th step, let's go back through all these steps right quick, right? So step 1 was application review, in which you also, not only did you apply, maybe you sent in your cover letter, but you also had to send in a 1-minute video according to the guidelines that they give you, right? And if that was kosher, then you got to step 2, which is the 15-minute initial chat, right? Which I'm assuming that maybe that's with the recruiter or whoever they got, right? So you go through that, and if you determine, okay, yeah, we seem like we're a good fit, then they give you a test, right? Which I'm just going to say it's a personality test, because that's what it sounds like. So step 3 is the personality test. They want to call it the strength test, okay? So they said that should take you about 20 minutes, right? So if you get through the test successfully, then you go on to step 4. You're going to have a 30-minute video call with whoever your direct manager is going to be, right? And then you're going to go into step 5, which is the test project, but you'll be paid, whatever that means. I don't know, might be a $10 Uber Eats card. I don't know. But anyway, they said this is your paid opportunity to work with us as if you're already a member of the team. So they're going to give you a true to life test project in step 5. You make it through the test project, then you get to meet the big boss, right? You made it to step 6, level 6, big boss, final call with the CEO, Johnny Page, right? And when you make it past the big boss, then you get to step 7, which is the offer, okay? So it says you completed a test project and we enjoy working together. At this point, you'll receive an official offer from our team that, if you accept, will be the start of a rewarding and exciting experience. So that is the way they do their hiring process. All right, so let me get out of here. I'll make sure you have a link to that role. And let's go to the next job. All right, so the next role is a company called Next Patient. It says they're the trusted technology partner for modern patient-centered medical practices. They have 11 to 50 employees, so they're still relatively small. They're looking for a client success manager. It says the pay here is 75 to 90K. So who is Next Patient? Next Patient is a modern front end for medical devices, for medical practices. We plug into the doctor's back-end system and provide online scheduling, two-way texting, paperless check-in, and more. Practices that use us see more patients and deal with less busy work. It says we're currently under 30 people, but our product is used in thousands of offices around the country, and we compete successfully with companies 10 to 50 times our size. We're profitable and haven't taken any VC money. Okay, they ain't take no VC money. They should bootstrap that thing, right? It says for the right person, Next Patient offers an incredible combination of adventure, stability, and the ability to do great work without bureaucracy. Client Success Lead. This is the job description. You'll be carrying out new client implementations, achieving go-live goals, configure Next Patient software to the client's needs, conduct web-based training sessions for the client, provide guidance to client on software best practices, be the voice of our customer, gather feedback to help drive our product roadmap, and become a trusted expert of the Next Patient platform and the systems with which we partner. So what else we got here? Answer inbound clients, develop and maintain Next Patient client facts, work with leadership to develop new processes. All right, so this is what they want. Here's the wish list. 4 to 7 years of account management experience, exceptional time management skills, strong ability to solve problems and troubleshoot, excellent listening and discovery skills, excellent phone listing and email writing skills. Let's see here. I think that was supposed to maybe say phone listening. Results oriented, sense of urgency, promptness, and integrity. Experience creating new processes. SaaS experience required. Healthcare experience advantage, but not required. Right. And then if you scroll down, it's got all the members of the team. You got your founder right here, David Rodriguez. You got a manager of client success. It's probably who you'd be reporting to, Taylor Stevens. You have some other employees in here. I would just go to LinkedIn and I would connect to every last one of these people. If you apply for the role, reach out to every last one of these people, introducing yourself, why you think you're a good fit for the role, asking for the interview, right? Then it gets into the culture. 100% covered on your healthcare here, I see. Unlimited PTO. It says we're fully remote always. Biannual company retreats. So that means biannually you'll get to, on the company's dime, probably go somewhere pretty nice, right? Then they talking that equity talk. You know, Tech Jatina like that equity talk. Our equity options give you ownership in a fast growing startup. All right. Kind of sidetrack down here. They got similar jobs. Kind of scan through that to see if there's anything I can pull up on the screen here. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. All right, so I'll make sure you got that job. Like I said, 75 to 90K is what they're talking about in here. Definitely, there wasn't anything in here that led me to believe that someone breaking into tech could not do this role. So that's why I went ahead and I included it in the jobs for today. So let's go to the next one. All right, so now we're going to hop over to Y Combinator, which is another great source to find roles at startup companies. All right, so let's see here. All right, so this company right here that is called Positional, they're looking for a founding BDR. Let's see here. The position is remote and open to those located in the U.S. and looks like in all the time zones except for the West Coast time zone. It says Contain IQ provides a tool set for Kubernetes monitoring and troubleshooting. We help engineering teams remediate issues quickly and maintain cluster performance. Let's see. Contain IQ is a seed stage startup. They raised $2.5 million during a seed round from a leading group of investors. They're looking for a founding BDR with ambition and focus. Given that this is our first SDR position and hire, you will play a formative role in the organization and shape the sales organization directly. So let's see here and going through what you'll do. So you'll be rubbing elbows like with the company founder because they're really small. It's going to be all hands on deck. You're the very first SDR. So they don't have all those roles fleshed out yet, right? So for all we know, they may only have 1 or 2 account executives at this point, right? So you're the first SDR. So you're going to be working very closely with the founder, which is really great, right? Because as the company grows, you've established your relationship with the founder of the company. And if you do a really great job in your role, as the company grows, you're going to grow as well. And when that founder goes up and up and up and up and up, and the company gets bigger, if you've established a great relationship with that founder, they're going to take you with them, right? That's usually how that happens, okay? So this is a great opportunity to kind of get in and really set yourself up here. So let's see, just kind of scanning through. That's all the normal stuff there. Who you are, take pride in your accomplishments and are always ready for another challenge. Demonstratable track record of meeting or exceeding quota. Working with the utmost integrity and are transparent to yourself and company leaders. Have a passion for understanding and explaining technology. Then they go through what you bring to the table here. This is their wish list. Strong work ethic, can-do attitude, excellent communication, alignment with company values, all that soft skill stuff, right? And then 2 to 3 years experience in lead generation, outbound, inbound prospecting, or sales. And it says even better if you have these things, right? These, if you're proficient with Apollo, Sales Loft, Streak. So I've talked about Apollo. Apollo IO has a free version that you can use, and you actually should be using it right now. You should be using it to scrape all the information you need to find contact numbers and email addresses for tech recruiters, for hiring managers, for all those people that you want to be able to call or email when you've applied to their company, right? That's what Apollo is for. So start using it. They have a free version that'll give you everything you need to try to get yourself on the top of these application stacks, right? So they got Apollo listed as one of their tech stack tools. You should be able to speak to it in an interview if you've been using it already, right? So just kind of want to put that out there for you. The meaningful equity via stock option grants, 15 days PTO in here, 100% company paid health benefits. All right, so let's see here, pretty standard stuff in there. Talk a little bit more about their tech stacks here. So yeah, that pretty much wrap this up. So I'll go ahead and make sure you got this one for a founding BDR role with a company called Positional. Now I didn't see anything that talked about the pay. So that's something you'll have to find out and do your due diligence to see if you can figure out what that is. But let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one is a company called Pactima. They're looking for a junior account executive. So for those of you that are like, look, I really would like to start my tech sales career off as an account executive, this job is for you, right? So it says they do live video signing for real-time agreements, right? I kind of think the idea is dope because even though, I mean, when I think about my time as an account executive, I think about how awesome it would have been if I had been able to have my prospect who is decided, yeah, I do want to go ahead and pull the trigger on this product. If I had been able to open up a contract like right there on the screen, walk them through it and get them to sign it like right there before we even get off the phone, right? I think that would have been awesome to have been able to do that because sometimes what happens is you have the presentation with the prospect. You say, okay, great, I'm going to have my team send you over the contract, right? It doesn't get sent right away, right? So you get off the phone with them, the prospect's off into the sunset doing what they're doing. You're off doing what you're doing. The contract maybe goes to them maybe an hour later or so, and it's in their email, right? So you're hoping that they kind of piggyback around and get to it. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes they can be just so, oh, I've been so busy. I haven't had time to look at it, right? And so if you let enough time go by, their excitement of signing for that new product, it starts to waver, right? The more time goes by, right? So I think technology like this allows you to do that. Yeah, I got the prospect on the line, me, they're excited. We just had a good demo. They're ready to get it started. Okay, boom, here's the contract. Let's do it right here, live on the spot, sign it out the door, right? So yeah, I already feel where they're going with this, right? All right, so this is our flagship product. Live e-signatures is a real-time solution that allows people to view and sign documents while simultaneously hosting a secure video call. This easy-to-use solution allows transactions that can only be done in person to now be performed online. It would be really cool if you could just attend your home closing from the privacy of your own home by way of doing one of these real-time, sessions, these video sessions, right? So yeah, I like the technology. I like what I'm reading here so far. All right, so the co-founder, let's see here, someone named Mo here. I see, blah blah blah. So I'm just kind of reading through here. They're a venture-backed company. Okay, about the role. It says we're looking for a highly motivated individual that wants to take the next step in their sales career. Let's see here. Your responsibilities will include the source leads based on industry focus, working with the head of sales to develop email cold call campaigns, execute campaigns and relay information to the head of sales, schedule meetings and conduct sales demos. It's all the regular stuff that SDRs do. Qualifications, ideal candidate has 1 to 2 years of sales experience as an SDR, BDR, or similar sales role that involves building the top of the funnel. Additionally, the ideal candidate has the following qualifications. They say ideally, right? Comfortable spending most of the day on the phone, charismatic and outgoing personality, experience with a CRM tools such as Salesforce or HubSpot. And it talks a little bit more about the technology down here. What was this at the bottom? Oh, okay, other jobs. All right. So yeah, so if you want to start your tech sales career off as an account executive, I thought this junior account executive role was really, really good here. And let me see if I missed anything. And this is also good for somebody. Say you are an SDR and say you're stuck as an SDR and you really want to promote, but your company has like, you have to be an SDR for 24 months. And maybe you've been an SDR for a year and you still got to wait another year. This would be good for you as well, because as you see here, they said the candidate has at least 1 to 2 years of sales experience, right? So that's good for you guys that are SDR, BDRs now, and you just feel kind of trapped in your role. So I'll make sure you have this. Let's move to the next one. All right, so we're moving over to job number 7. All right, so job number 7 is a company called Moments. Seems like I've went over them before in the past. They're hiring again. They do scheduling and payments. Let's see here, and they're really new. They just started in 2020. They offer all-in-one software for class and event-based businesses, including yoga studios and culinary schools. Their solution offers small business owners everything they need to run and grow their businesses, from scheduling to marketing to reporting. Let's see here. Moments is a next-gen booking and communications platform. All right, it says they've helped over 1,500 businesses with scheduling, payments, communication, and automation of their business back end. And you get into what you'll do, all the normal SDR stuff right there, just prospecting, building leads, building pipeline for the account executives is what I see in here. It says you'll have a mix of inbound and outbound leads. Kind of scrolling through. So they use HubSpot as their CRM. Says you should have strong work ethic and eagerness to learn, 1 year of sales, outbound cold calling experience, or other qualified sales experience. And this, they get into the compensation. So it's a $50,000 base salary with a $62,000 OTE. Of course, it's uncapped commission. Let's see here. Home office equipment. They'll provide you with the equipment as needed. Looks like they have unlimited PTO here and 100% remote as well. So I'll make sure you get this job as well for an SDR. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, guys, so the next one is a company called Emerge. They're looking for a BDR. Looks like that sells into the U.S. government. They got the money up here, 65 to 100K. Sounds pretty good. Says they sell online job training to the government, right? So who we are, says Emerge Career is a GovTech company designing hybrid job training programs for justice-involved individuals. In addition to training, our program includes several wraparound services such as individualized customer support, data analytics, and job placement platform. In less than a year since rolling out its first contract, Emerge Career has become a training provider in 5 states and signed direct contracts with 2 counties to provide training services to their justice-involved populations. All right, let me read through the lines right here. They keep saying justice-involved. This sounds like a company that helps people who've been to jail get jobs, right? Justice-involved. They got really crafty with it, but I'm thinking that's what this is. All right, so let me see if I'm right here. It says, before Emerge Career, Gabe and Zoe co-founded Emilio in 2020, an award-winning tech nonprofit dedicated to developing education and communication tools for the incarcerated. Here we go. That's what I'm getting. That's what I figured. While scaling Emilio, they stumbled upon the issue of post-incarceration unemployment, which Emerge Career seeks to address. I already like this going, y'all. I already like this. You know what? I would apply to this job just because I like the mission. I think that when you go to jail and you do your time, you should not still be treated as though you're a criminal. You did your time. Now you out. You should be able to remove your scarlet letter. But what happens is it follows you everywhere you go. Nobody wants to give you a chance. How are you supposed to be able to start your life over if nobody can forget what you did, right? So I definitely think we need a lot more programs out here to help people who have been incarcerated, want to get out, they want a fresh start, they've done their time, and they're not looking to go back to that life again. I'm not talking about the people that get out and they do the same stupid shit and they back in jail again. I'm talking about the people that honestly, I did my time. I know what I did was wrong. I paid my dues. I'm out. I just want to start my life over, right? Those people, those are the ones we really need to really be trying to help as best as we can, because I hate for those people to not be able to get their lives back on the right track just because the system is not set up for them, right? What kind of life are they going to have, right? You almost put them in a position where now they got to go doing things they really don't want to do because they're trying to live, right? But if we can have programs to help those people that want to be helped, then I'm all down for that. I think that's dope. All right, so let's see here. And they got their LinkedIn link on here. Our students are also a part of who we are. Read up on our student stories and hear from them firsthand on YouTube. So they got a link for that if you want to check that out. And then they talk about why we do this. Emerge Career was designed to tackle two systemic issues: recidivism, fueled by post-incarceration unemployment and poverty, and labor shortages in vital industries. Over 60% of formerly incarcerated people remain unemployed a year after incarceration, seeking work but not finding it. The reality is shocking. Workforce development programs are severely limited inside prison, with only 1/3 of incarcerated people ever participating. To worsen, the available prison jobs offer meager wages, often less than $1 per hour, and often do not equip individuals with the skills for long-term stable employment. All right, so Emerge Career breaks this cycle with scalable vocational training and job support during incarceration, equipping individuals for roles in high-demand industries. This comprehensive pre-release approach, continued throughout post-incarceration, can combat the cycle of poverty, promoting real second chances. And they talk about who they are. No, they talk about the type of person that you are as far as fitting for the role. It says, 1, you believe everyone deserves dignity. 2, you love having ownership. 3, you have a strong work ethic. 4, you are entrepreneurial. 5, you're a strong builder. 6, you're tech savvy. 7, you want to scale your impact. And 8, you lead by example. And they go for what they're looking for. This is their wish list: 3 or more years of professional work experience. They didn't say you had to have sales. They didn't say you had to have sales. Just have 3 or more years of some professional work experience, right? Most of us got that, right? Demonstrated experience performing BDR responsibilities, identifying and researching potential clients, contacting leads through various channels, assessing their needs, interest levels, and purchasing power, right? And it said demonstrated experience drafting and writing compelling proposals tailored to clients' needs and objectives. Demonstrated experience setting up and operating customer relationship management systems to track interactions. Building and nurturing partnerships with clients. Eager to lead by example, treat partners with respect, and seek constructive feedback. Comfortable switching between self-directed work and teamwork. Highly collaborative. Deeply curious and highly attuned to human behavior and emotion. And it says the preferred list of what they're looking for: experience working with the government, involved with or impacted by the criminal justice system. This, and even this line right here, say you are somebody that maybe you yourself are someone that has a record. You've been incarcerated, you out, you did your time, and you may be someone that is also struggling. You know, you watching this Who's Hired right now, and you got a record, and this tripping you up every time you're trying to, you know, move into change your life and get your career in order, right? This job is for you, right? This job is absolutely for you. So I would definitely advise you check this out, right? So it says, lastly, it says passionate about working with underrepresented communities and tackling challenges related to poverty and inequity. And then they talk about your mission right here. As a BDR at Emerge, you'll play a critical role from day one, utilizing your resourcefulness and agility akin to a sales athlete. Your mission is to establish Emerge Career as a leading prison to employment program in the nation by year's end. Initially, your role will mirror that of an SDR, focusing on lead generation and strategic relationship building, right? I like it. I really like this a lot, right? Yeah, this can be life-changing right here. So I hope this really takes off the way they want it to. It's a lot of times people say, oh, you really want to love the product. Do you have a good product? But there's another thing that when you really like dig the mission that the company is on, like like for real. So this is a mission I can get behind. So this is actually a great role. I don't think I saw anything about the money on this one. Usually roles like this, they usually don't. Okay, yeah, it was 65 to 100K is what they said, right? So that's awesome. So great money too. Great money, great calls, right? I love it. I think I'm gonna connect with these people on LinkedIn. Not even because I'm trying to get a job, just because I dig what they're trying to do. I love this, right? All right, I'm just kind of scrolling through, see if I missed anything. All right, let's see here. All right, so in the what you'll do is, of course, that's all the regular SDR stuff. Then right here, it said recruitment of just involved participants, research and collect emails for outreach, the CVOs and relevant organizations, join Facebook groups to spread the word about the opportunity, iterate over marketing collateral and messaging to improve our recruitment outcomes, host webinars about the program, manage recruitment partners to ensure they are informed about training opportunities, activation of justice involved participants, caller justice involved applicants who are inactive to help them complete the application process, ensuring our program managers have the information they need to consider their candidacy. General, participate in general and functional team meetings, respond promptly to internal and external communications. And then they went into the benefits. It's got unlimited PTO in here. You get a work from home stipend that's $500 a year. Healthcare reimbursement, $500 a month. Professional development stipend, $1,000 a year. That healthcare reimbursement, I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't have like the full benefits because they're still in startup stage. So because they don't have it, maybe they just give you $500 a month for your own healthcare. But the start date, you start ASAP. And they got some information here about the process. It says, thank you for taking the time to learn more about Emerge Careers interview process. It says below is what to expect in our interview process. They give you a take-home challenge, which should take 3 hours at your own pace, they said. 2 is cultural fit and submission review, which is 60 minutes. I don't know what that entails. Is it an actual video? Is it like one of those videos? Is it a test? I don't know what that means. But they said a deep dive interview that is 60 minutes. And then your reference checks, right? So that's basically is 3 rounds of interviews, which is the norm. All right. The timing, the typical interview process takes 2 to 3 weeks from start to finish. And then they have other roles too. They're looking for a program manager. They're looking for a founding state engagement manager as well. In addition, all right. So if you're interested in any role with this company because you like what they do, then definitely check it out. All right. So let's keep it moving to the next one. I really like that one. All right, so this next one is a company called Arkita. They're looking for an SDR. Says the pay is 50 to 74K. It says everything for your fitness or wellness business. So they're already telling you what they're about. They're in that whole fitness vertical. Just kind of scanning through here. It says we make it easier than ever for fitness professionals to start, run, and scale their own businesses. Our platform allows wellness and coaching industries to host classes, monetize on-demand content, and build community-driven courses from their own website. Let's look at this about the role. Arkita is on a mission to increase access to wellness around the world. We have built a modern software that makes it easy for wellness studios to share their love of movement with the world. So it says who you are. You have less than a year of experience cold calling, you love fitness, and you want to have a realistic path to becoming an AE. You'll focus on small and mid-sized studio businesses. You'll need to excel at outbound sales efforts and track your pipeline meticulously. And then it talks about the qualifications. I love they said less than a year of cold calling, because these are SDRs an entry-level role. I don't know why they make it so difficult with all these demands that they put on this on some of these job descriptions. Let me see here. They want you to have worked in a fitness studio and used a studio software. It says bonus points if it's Arquita or MindBody, right? So yeah, so if you're somebody that goes to the gym, you've been to a fitness studio or whatever, talk about it, right? Studio software, if you haven't, just find some software, download the app, play around with it, and then you can speak to it in the interview, right? Don't overcomplicate it, right? Let's see here. Ability to prioritize, thrives in a fast-paced, diverse, and highly collaborative team environment, strong written and verbal communicator. You're passionate about overall mission and how Arquita can help our customers. You are scrappy, resourceful, and a creative problem solver. They prefer you have a degree. And then they go into the benefits. You got unlimited PTO, an annual company retreat, weekly workouts with the team, cash compensation is the $50,000 base, 24K OTE. So it's a $50,000 base, might as well say a $75,000 OTE. So that's pretty solid. All right. So make sure you have that one. And that was actually my last one. Those are my 10 jobs that I had for you guys. Yeah. So yes, I hope you found those helpful, man. Go apply for those roles. September surge, y'all. September surge. And also I'm hearing that it's gonna carry over into October. So these are your power months right here, right? Like bang out those applications. I was in a conversation with someone the other day, and they were just kind of giving tips and tricks like what to do for interview preps, applying and all that. And they were like, yeah, they said you really should be applying to 20 jobs a day. It said do 10 easy applies and 10 apply straight to companies like every day, right? So definitely apply for these roles. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let's get some of these jobs out here, man. September surge, October as well. It's gonna be great for getting some jobs. And then after that, man, after October, people start to get in holiday mode. So I'm telling you, do not wait. Don't let September, October pass you by, and then all of a sudden you decide you want to start applying. Because once November gets here, people got turkey in their mouth, y'all. People got turkey in their mouth November 1st. So don't get caught slipping. Apply for these roles. I wish you the best of luck. Tech Job Titans, I got those bonus jobs for you. I will be posting them for you as well. So other than that, man, I'll see you guys on the next Who's Hiring. Tech Job Team is out. Peace and blessings. Bye.